So personally, I think that a lot of people really need to sit down and figure out why it is that they love it. They love it when straight black men put on wigs and cosplay as black women with these corny ass skits on Instagram. Y'all went up so much for Tyler Perry as Medea, but when it comes to gay black men like Lil Nas X actually being feminine, that's when you start to see everybody getting so scared and nervous.
I know your nigga wanna take a lot of this. I always got the nigga begging for just for a kiss. I know your nigga wanna take a lot of this.
I have a few choice words for some people in this short video. If you want a longer version of me running my mouth, make sure that you go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. The patrons are already over there letting me know what they want me to talk about. So Tuesday, just like every Tuesday, I will be putting up a new episode of my podcast over there. Make sure you go and check it out. So before we get into some other topics, I just want to remind y'all how much I cannot stand daylight saving time. Like, it's just so weird. Like, leave the time alone. Like, y'all really think y'all somebody's Albert Einstein or something? You fucking with the space-time continuum. Leave the shit alone. I'm so over it. Oh my God, I looked out of my window at 5:30, 6 p.m. Yesterday, and it seemed like it was midnight. I tweeted, I was like, damn, is the Night King coming? Is the night, damn, World War Z out here? I'm so, The Walking Dead, this shit look like The Purge outside. I'm so, girl, I know y'all can't do nothing about it. I'm just venting. I think it's because, honestly, I think it's because of the many depressions that we're having to dodge, okay? The quarantine depression, seasonal depression, election depression, and add midnight at 6 p.m. to that shit. My brain was about to be like, girl, Windows is shutting down. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it. And I know I brought up the election, and I also know that Halloween just passed, but it really does seem like we got another Halloween to endure, because it's about to be some scary shit. It's about to be some scary shit. I'm ready for this whole political season in my life, in everybody's life, to be over with, I'm tired. Oh my God. And what's ironic about what I just said, you know, wanting all this political shit to be over with, is that honestly, after this, it's really just only begun. It's really only just begun. I'll talk about it a little bit, you know, towards the end of the video, more politics stuff, because that shit is annoying even me. But in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, it looks like our problems have only just started, okay? But let's talk about something fun before we get into this shit. I want to point out just a few Halloween costumes that made me get my life a little bit. Not a whole lot of them, just some of them that caught my eye real quick. I wasn't paying too much attention to what the girls were wearing, but just a few that caught my eye. The first one that caught my eye was Adrian Expression, giving you girls a little bit of Kill la Kill. Shout out to all my anime enthusiasts, the girls who love that weird ass anime, because I loved it. The girls who love that weird ass anime called Kill la Kill, okay? I had so much fun making it and editing these photos. I did not want to put a wig on my large ass forehead, especially because her hair ain't that long in the first place. Y'all be okay. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm sure y'all have seen that shit all on my social media anyway. Ciara as Megan Thee Stallion. Ciara did a whole bunch of other looks as well, I think. But I really liked seeing her. Honestly, I just like seeing artists being inspired by other artists and displaying that for Halloween. So I thought that was cool. Some people are just like, oh my God, Halloween has turned into just people impersonating. I'm just like, girl, let people have their fun. Damn, I thought that shit was cool as fuck. So Cardi B, even though you are slightly making me a bit angry for continuing to entertain Offset's annoying ass, you absolutely murdered this look. Medusa, I was 100% here for this shit. It was immaculate. And then she also was the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, she was Scarlet Witch. I thought that shit was cool. Oh my God, speaking of somebody else who's making me mad, Megan, if you gonna be in these clubs, put your mask on, Megan! Megan, what you doing? I don't wanna wake up and something happen to you, girl. Please put your mask on if you're gonna be going out. Or let me tell you, I love this. She did Rihanna and she looked amazing. I don't know. It's the creativity for me. And also Sky Jackson was Foxy. It was great. It was great. It was honestly really cool to see everybody be so happy for a moment on the timeline, especially considering all the things that is going on. It was just cool to see everybody being so expressive this Halloween. Particularly, I don't know who this person is. I just saw it on my timeline, but this person dressed up as Lori Lightfoot from Chicago. We already know her annoying ass. The man, she's so annoying. Oh my, she's trifling. This shit was funny to me. This was so goddamn funny to me. And I call her Lori Heavyfoot, not Lightfoot, Heavyfoot, because her mindset is giving me very monstrous, Bigfoot, Leviathan, Kraken tease. That's what it's giving me, okay? Lori Heavyfoot, you got dragged with this Halloween costume. I don't even know who this person is. Whoever did this shit, I would have been cackling if I saw you in person. Normani got her ass up there. Honestly, I was like, I wonder what she's gonna do. I wonder if she's gonna do anything. Her ass came out here as a whole ass Catwoman's giving me very much. Halle Berry. No, she looked cool. She looked amazing. It really is the production value. It's the budget for me. Normani, love her so much. And since I brought you up, Normani, the girls are catching some of your tea, girl. They are saying that you are with Bugaboo Rocket from Homecoming, girl. Let me tell you something. I can't remember if he said some weird shit in the past. I can't remember. Someone can definitely leave him in my comments, because I want to say he did, but I literally can't remember. But either way, the way that he was like licking his lips and biting at you, Normani, I know that whatever he's dishing out, how do I say this? I just know that it is satisfactory. Yes! That was the perfect way to say it. Whatever that man, because he's fine as hell, whatever, and they get the most, just watch him. He's too fine, Normani. I don't know, like, you fine as hell too, so you can get anybody you want. I'm just saying, that nigga's too fine. It's just something about that. Just watch him. Just watch it. I'm happy for y'all. Bugaboo Rocket, you better treat Normani right. Anyway, his lips look good. Okay, all right. So now we're at the main point of the video. So I'm just scrolling on my timeline on social media. And then Lil Nas X pops up dressed as Nicki Minaj for Halloween. I mean, even got the motorcycle. The shit was so funny, it was cool. It was Halloween, you know? And honestly, the reason why I find it so awesome and the reason why I'm so defensive of Lil Nas X is because he did not have to do this shit. He could have taken the other route. And honestly, it's so deep. You could literally write a dissertation on his whole situation. Y'all, a lot of people would not have paid his ass any mind if he was out before that song, or was fully out like that before Old Town Road really picked up. Y'all would have paid him dust like you do so many other LGBT artists. But the fact that he's up there, knowing that you industry niggas, knowing that the industry in general will drag the shit out of him just for him expressing himself or expressing his feminine side, the fact that he knows that is gonna happen and he still does the shit anyway, it's very, I'm sure it's so inspiring to even younger gays who feel like they will never be able to live freely and openly, or even just something like having some fun on Halloween and putting a goddamn wig on. You know what I mean? Even if they want to do it outside of Halloween, I can only imagine how inspiring that is to other gay black people, gay black men, gay black boys specifically. And there are so many people, and I'll talk about two celebrities in particular a little bit later who had an issue with it, but there's so many people, even people who are not celebrities, who has such a problem with it. And it's the same thing. It comes down to this, feminizing black men, emasculating black men. It's always hilarious to you all when some straight boy does it, when some straight boy walk around here in a wig and like I said, in these corny ass skits. It was so funny with white chicks. Like, I saw a tweet that said it's so funny. It was so funny with Medea. But when gay black men, when it's almost like, okay, I'm not really joking, but I am joking. Like, I'm a gay black man and I am expressing this feminine side of me that y'all hate so much. That's when y'all really find an issue with that shit. And I don't understand why y'all are more pressed about a wig. It's literally a wig and some fucking makeup, right? But y'all are not pressed about these Trump supporting black men in our, not only in the music industry, in our community in general, right? Why is a wig and some makeup a more pressing matter than these tap dancing ass niggas who are running around here supporting Trump. It is interesting that 50 Cent is the one who, I mean, oh yeah, Nicki come get, what the fuck, Nicki come get. Okay, but your ass is supporting Donald Trump. When you, let me tell you something, when people are more concerned, what is it about femininity that y'all hate so much when it comes from black men? What is it about that? What is it? You need to really come to terms with that. You really need to dissect that. What is it about femininity that really riles y'all up and just, it's like vitriol. Y'all cannot handle it. Y'all hate seeing that shit. What is it about it? Sit and think about that. Because it's almost like, oh well, you know, straight heterosexual men, they're just the weakest link. They're gonna support Trump. They're gonna support white supremacy. It's almost like, okay, well, we just accept that. But when it comes to, oh, don't put no wig on, don't put no makeup on, that's when y'all really start going off the deep end. Bitch, you hoes need to have this same energy for these white supremacy supporting ass coons that are tap dancing in the community. Fuck a wig, fuck a Nicki Minaj wig. We got bigger fish to fry. What you talking about? Some of these straight black men, some of the same ones who are calling out Lil Nas, are literally pulling apart the black community with their white supremacist antics. And y'all are focused on a wig? Do better. Ain't nobody gonna be free until y'all start to y'all priorities are fucked up. Okay? Worrying about a black man wig on Halloween when there are definitely more pressing matters. Y'all, I mean, it's so much unlearning that has to be done. At this point, some people really need to just sit down and ask themselves, what is femininity? Who made the rules? What is masculinity? Who made the rules and why am I following them? Like, so many people are so trapped in a box that they didn't even build. And they don't even know why they're in there. So many people, oh, you can't wear this particular fabric or the way it's cut because you're a boy, or you can't wear this particular color because you're a boy. You can't, and literally color is just how light reflects off of material. Oh, you can't put this particular piece of a wig on your head. You can't put it on because you're a man. And I think some people are so insecure with themselves. And it shows, because if you were secure in yourself, you wouldn't feel the need every time some shit like this happens to make some huge deal out of it. Every time that we've seen one of y'all straight people make out on TV or eat each other's faces in public, every time we see y'all asses act like LGBT people don't exist, every time we see y'all dominate media, every time we see y'all dominate storylines, every time we see y'all in these commercials, we got to sit and deal with it. Bitch, you'll be okay with a goddamn wig. Fuck up. Dave East talking about bon up the back to my damn. I mean, just homophobic as hell on, I think it was his Instagram. If you all have more pressure for members of your own community, if y'all hoes, some of y'all hoes would rather kick it with like fetishizing racist ass motherfuckers. We already seen, I mean, we see what y'all did with, what's his name? What's rainbow hair name? 6ix9ine. We see what y'all did with 6ix9ine. Some of y'all would rather chill it and kick it with 6ix9ine ass niggas than actually kick it with black men who happen to be gay. You know what I mean? Y'all are so used to being a doormat that you think running somebody else over really gives you some power, but it actually shows how much about the world you don't fucking understand, and it's corny. Dave East. Just one song, Old Town Road, bigger than Dave East's whole catalog. Sit down. I see why some of you flopping ass straight men get insecure about them damn wigs. Probably because you want to put one on to get more eyes on your music. Shut the fuck up. I said this already, but I'm like, I don't know how. I mean, if you watch Beyonce's performances, you'll know that this woman is insanely flexible and athletic, but if I tried to do that shit, I would look like I'm playing Twister. I would look like I'm playing Twister, okay? My body would be giving you all types of a Jenga tower that's about to fall down. If I tried to do this shit, it just, but she looked amazing. I think one of my favorite shots ever, I think that I've ever seen of her probably, I think I can say that with certainty, is this backless look. It's just opulence. She's just in the natural beat. It's just, she looks so good. But one of the most interesting things from this whole Vogue thing was the fact that, I mean, among many other things that she said in the story where they covered her, one of the things she said, by the way, was, you know, just talking about how cultural currency is more valuable than, you know, always shooting, I gotta be number one, shooting for number one, because she's like, number one does not necessarily mean quality. Just because you are commercially successful does not mean that what you're putting out is automatically of quality. So that was one interesting, cool thing that she said. She also talked about herself as a businesswoman and as a mother. But one of the really interesting things that she said was the fact that she owns like 2 actual beehives with like 80,000 bees. And she said one of the reasons she started it is because, her kids have really bad allergies, so the honey helps with it. So I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious because I did not, like, we call her Queen Bee or whatever, but I just did not expect her to run around here with 2 whole beehives at her house. Like, that is just so cool to me. Like, I just see her walking around like literally a queen bee. That's funny. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about Miss Beyonce. Moving on to the last part of this video, which I'm not going to talk about for too long because I'm already stressed the hell out about what is going to be happening in the future. Did you all see these Trump supporters running around here blocking bridges and shit? The only reason I bring that up is because when, we had these protests and Black Lives Matter, all of this stuff, when we had these protests, a lot of times these conservatives were like, hey, guess what? If you stand in the middle of the road, you deserve to get run over. That's what they said. So I'm wondering now if that logic still applies. I'm just saying they better be glad that this world is not like GTA, because I feel like a lot of people will be pushed in the goddamn pedal, put to the metal, okay? Not only that, but they also, apparently, the FBI, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time I saw something about this, I saw that the FBI was apparently investigating the fact that when one of these Trump caravans almost ran a Biden bus off the goddamn highway. Some of these people were armed, apparently to the point where the Biden campaign had to cancel some events that were going to happen in Texas. So apparently the FBI is going to be investigating that bullshit. But that is not even the worst part of it. The worst part of it is that people like Marco Rubio was up there saying that, basically egging them on, basically saying we love what they're doing in Texas, what they did in Texas to this damn campaign bus or whatever the fuck. Trump also called these people who almost ran these motherfuckers off the road, he called them patriots. That's what he called them. So, and the whole, like I said, the whole point of me bringing this up is to just reference what I said before. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be done with this political bullshit. I think that even if Trump loses, that we are still going to have to deal with whatever they call Trumpism. We're still gonna have to deal with this for years to come. Especially since even if this man loses, he can still run again for next term. So we're gonna have to see him all in our media for the next 4 fucking years. Regardless, I hate it. And like I said, I'm ready to be taken to another galaxy. I'm telling you right now, I know I keep bringing up Andromeda. The real estate looks good over there. I'm taking just one of y'all need to build a damn teleporter or something like this. It's like we playing Overwatch or something, and get me out of here. Okay, let's go. On that note, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure that you check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. A new and exciting podcast episode will be waiting there for you on Tuesday, and content comes early all the time over there. I love you all so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
I get it done, I don't need the sidekick. Now I got you in the days, got you vertigo sick. I'm hypnotic, supersonic, got you hooked like a narc.